everybody.
Welcome everybody to the talk.
Our third, thinking about
The latest in this new series from Dutch College and SSLP.
75 have joined from schools here in London, across the UK, and I think from Hong Kong.
I am delighted and really grateful that today's Thinking About is going to be shining a light on Refugee Week.
So I'd like to introduce our speaker. Our speaker is Juan Tolelo.
So I will pass over to Dr. Reid now, and I hope you enjoy the lecture.
I'd like to start with a painting that I made in 1981 when I was a student at art school.
Some light has come in to excite the sample. This is the pump, and this is the short wavelength probe. These are all the electrons being ejected, and then we measure their energies in the detector here.
Humour is a very important aspect of coping with things and dealing with them and understanding them.
He's your age, high school kid, fed up with living in a communist state. Him and a friend ran across, his friend made it, and as he was trying to climb up the final barrier, he was shot at 35 times by the guards.
If you have any questions, put them in the Q&A function.
Kirsty said, why might it be harder for a dyslexic learner to acquire a second language?
If you ask them, what are the sounds in fish? They won't be able to, or they'll have trouble saying f-ish.
I was just wondering how you would define home and what home, means to you.
For me, home is where the heart is.
We only know ourselves at our lowest point and at the highest point.
But thank you to Lisa, thank you to Gabriel, and thank you to all the guys behind the scenes.
And thank you all for joining and listening.
Thank you so much for joining me. It was great.